Oh boy. Hey everybody, what's going on? Oh, hold on. I totally forgot to change something around. There we go. Hi. There we go. I knew I forgot to do something. I forgot to switch from YouTube chat to Twitch chat. How are you doing, everyone? Hi. What's going on? Fetch, Perso, Galaxy, Snark Crew. Hello, everybody. How's it going? What's up? What's up? It's me, NJChef, your Cosmic Dragon VTuber. Oh my god. Let me tell you. Fuck. I had a very exhausting morning, both mentally and physically. So like, it's just absolutely wild that I had to. I'm just ready to relax today. Hey, Ashley, thank you so much for the 12 months. Why are my alerts not working? Hello? Oh wait, I think I know why. Hold on. Once again, stuff I forgot to do. Good job, me. Oh, nuts. All right, hold on. Are my alerts still working? Okay, no, there they are. All right. Or did I goof up? Oh, you know what I think I did? Okay. Hang on. You know what I think I did? Eh? Well, that's not good. Hold on a second. I might just have to move everything again, which is a little concerning. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I had to do. That's what I had to do. Because you see, last week when I was trying to, there we are. See, last week when I was trying to fix my overlay for YouTube, I think I must have accidentally, overwrote the overlay for Twitch. I'll get it one of these days, chat, don't worry. I've only just started freaking streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, so I'm still trying to balance out what's different between each platform. Because remember, I've spent more of my time as a full-time Let me try that again. I've spent more time as a full-time content creator here on Twitch than I have YouTube, so I'm trying to get everything balanced out again. The current season of MasterChef has 2 chefs from New Jersey? Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. It is, Perso, it is a bit of a learning curve. It is very much a learning curve, believe you me. It is very much a learning curve. Excuse me. Yeah, so I should probably let the Twitch peeps know what's up. If you're not aware, or if you're not on the Discord, or if you're not following me on Twitter, which, by the way, you should be doing all of that, I made a fairly hefty announcement. I made a fairly big announcement last week. That announcement being in relation to all of the insanity that's been going on with Twitch lately. That being, with Twitch deciding to try and I made the joke on Twitter. Twitch, stop trying to kneecap your creators, your partnered creators challenge. Impossible. To that end, I actually got memberships open up on the YouTube channel. They function exactly like Twitch subs do, right? Right. So, that being the case, those two things happening one right after another, I made the big announcement that I would not be abandoning Twitch entirely as a platform for my content. So instead, what I was going to be doing is YouTube streams would also be happening, but also on a weekly basis. And the goal, which I also kind of forgot to mention, the goal being one stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the very least, happening weekly. And that's solely because I like having backups in case one avenue for content, in this case being Twitch, decides to absolutely shit the bed. But yeah, no, that was the big announcement. I'm actually working on a video showing off exactly what perks you get for joining the membership on YouTube. So yeah, you should go do that as well. There's some cool stuff. There's legitimately some cool stuff I have lined up for YouTube memberships. It's great, honestly. I'm already talking to people rather for custom channel badges. We have a few emotes on there already, most of which actually I've copied over from both the Discord and here on Twitch. So yeah, I've seen some streamers who somehow stream on both at the same time. You can do that technically. The software option does exist for you to multi-stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. However, if you read Twitch's terms of service, that is technically against terms of service, and believe it or not, is also a bannable offense. And as much as I dislike Twitch at the moment, I am also trying not to get this channel banned. If I have to leave Twitch, I'm doing it on my own terms. I'm not because my ass got banned, okay? Oh, hell no. Oh, man. But yeah, one of the cool things I'm doing for YouTube memberships specifically, by the way, as a little incentive for anyone who wants to go join memberships over on the YouTube channel, you get access to video uploads, be they stream clips, shorts, or longer form edited content, which I am actually still working on. Like, I've still got the Chef Bites series, working on that. I've got a new episode uploading this week. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But if you join YouTube memberships, you get to see them as soon as they're uploaded, and like long before they go public. So yeah, if you want to see my YouTube uploads well ahead of the general public, go ahead and join memberships. There's at least 3 or 4 upcoming videos that are already there waiting for you to see before anyone else gets to see them. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Stretching a bit. Yeah, I had a hell of a morning. I had a hell of a morning. It was both physically exhausting as well as mentally exhausting. Physically exhausting in that I had to clean a whole bunch of stuff, and then which entailed moving a whole bunch of stuff around, putting things back where they were after I started cleaning. Because I did a lot of batch cooking. I did a lot of meal prep for this week, which meant I had a lot of dishes to do, which meant I had a lot of dishes to put away. Some of my biggest pots and pans I had to put back away, and they're pretty damn heavy, especially my cast iron pan, let me tell you. I love cooking with that thing. I love cooking with a cast iron pan, but god damn if that thing ain't heavy. My wok too, honestly. It's massive, and I get a really good amount of use out of it, but holy moly is that thing large. That was physically exhausting. It was mentally exhausting because I don't know. how can I say this without A, doxing myself, and B, without entirely doxing people involved? Okay, let's just say, someone I once respected decided to try and go behind my back to one of my other friends and try and get in their ear about how mistakes I've made in the past should mean that I'm not deserving of their time. And like, they didn't think they would tell me about that? Like, really? You didn't think for a second that they would tell me that was the case. So it was just, I don't know, it was just such a incredibly fucked up thing to do. I ran the whole gamut of emotions. I felt like shit, and then I started thinking, and the more I thought about it, the more I'm just like, man, no, fuck them. I felt like shit, then I just felt mad, now I'm just tired. I felt like shit, and then I felt mad, now I'm just tired. Now I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. Do you not have a scullery kobold to do the washing up? You know what? You know what? Who would like to volunteer for that job? Wait a second. Who would like to volunteer for that job? Oh no, new mod responsibilities incoming. Rich, thank you for volunteering. Good timing. Good timing. Oh man. But yeah, no. I'm fine. I'm fine now. It was just really fucking stupid. It was just a really dumb situation that just made me mad. It made me mad, it made me upset, etc., etc. But like, now I'm just sort of over it. Now I just sort of like really don't care anymore. But we good now. We good now. Anyway, how are y'all doing? I hope everyone is doing okay today. Hope y'all are doing wonderfully. The Monkey Tamer, hello, welcome. Welcome to stream. Welcome to the Lair. How you doing? How you doing? I'm in a trans thing at work, and I'm in desperate need of finding out who this trans woman speaking is because I want to be her friend ASAP. Oh, that's awesome, Christy. Oh, hell yeah. That's fantastic. Sorry, I just had to calm myself down for a second because just thinking about what happened this morning just puts a sour taste in my mouth. But other than that, I'm good. Other than that, I'm good. I'm glad that I'm finally got memberships open on YouTube, which is pretty damn awesome. I'm very excited about that. That gave me such a shot of adrenaline. I'm excited to be. I'm excited to be getting into more avenues of streaming and content creation on different platforms now, which is absolutely stellar. Absolutely stellar. My friend Miri sent me here. Oh, well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome. We're just sort of vibing today. We're hanging out. And thank you so much for the follow. There we go. Alerts are working again. Hey, there we go. Alerts are working again. Thank you so much for the follow, Monkey Tamer. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Trying to throttle my back, gluing tiny pieces into a thing. I'll take a break once I've covered for the glue spot. And don't hurt yourself now, Perso. Be careful. Yeah, don't hurt yourself too much. Oh my God, let me tell you, I hurt my back pretty bad. Way back in the day, was when I was still working at restaurants. What's it called? We had to, because every day at the restaurant I worked at in New York City, we would start off with our shift, taking a look at all the prep that needed to be done. And then once prep was done, once the prep cycle was done, we'd break, we'd get food. We'd break, we'd clean up, we'd get food for family meal. And then we needed to be on the line for dinner service, right? And that entailed getting everything together, bringing everything together, and getting enough equipment and mise en place that we needed at our stations ready to go so we could have smooth service. And one day, the person, one of my coworkers, and also one of the people who was training me on the station that day, asked me to get a whole bunch of pans. And where they were stored was either in the racks directly above the line or in one of the areas in the back near where the prep kitchen was. And I had to go back and get them because they were, I think they had just been cleaned, so they were brought back to the prep kitchen, so I had to go back and get them. So we had a little cart for that. We had a little wheeled cart for that. So I go back there, I bring the cart back. Most of the prep staff was still there, so I told them, like, listen, I'm gonna grab some stuff for the line. Don't, I'm sorry if I'm in your way. And they're like, no, it's fine, go ahead, do what you gotta do, blah, blah, blah. So I'm loading all these pans up onto the cart, and like, I have to bend down to get them because they're lower. The storage area, the container that they're in is on the floor. So I'm bending down to get them, and I bend down, and I stupidly, because I'm trying to work really fast, right? Because it's almost time. Doors are almost open. Dinner service is about to start. It's like within 5 minutes of starting or so. And I'm like, all right. I know I'm the low guy in the totem pole because I'm the new hire, right? I know I'm the low guy in the totem pole, so I gotta make a good impression. I gotta do this quickly. I grab like 6 of them at once, which was mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is I try to carry all 6 of them at once from the container onto the wheeled cart. And as soon as I start lifting, it feels like somebody stabbed me in the back. And I'm just like, ow. Ow. So reflexively, I drop the stack I'm carrying, right? Luckily, I did, they fell back into the container, which is fine. They weren't damaged or anything, they weren't scratched or anything. But like, instinctively, I dropped them back in the container, and one of the prep guys, Louise, he goes over to me, he's like, yo, you all right? I'm just like, I just motioned to my back, like I think I hurt something. And then Louise starts laughing, and I'm just like, why are you laughing? And he's just like, let me guess, you tried to carry way too many of them at the same time. I'm like, maybe. Because he's been there longer than I have, so he kind of knows. He's kind of been through that whole initiation process. Because let me tell you, if you're a new hire, hell, if you're an extern in a professional kitchen anywhere, you are going to be hazed relentlessly. It is a fact. It is a reality. It is a reality of the restaurant industry. Okay. It is a reality of the restaurant industry. All right. You'll be hazed relentlessly by everyone else, by all the rest of the veterans who have been there, and like they will keep doing it to you. For as long of a time as they will deem fit, or until they think you've had enough and that you've quote unquote officially been welcomed as part of the crew, right? So that is exactly what I had to deal with back in the day. They gave me all the shit jobs when I first started out. For like the first 6 to 8 months, I'd say I was working at that place. They gave me all the menial shit to do. Because like in my head, like, all right, I graduated from one of the best culinary schools in the country. I've graduated from one of the best culinary schools in the country, right? You know what? I've got a decent skill set. On paper, I'm ready for anything. Was absolutely not ready for the real world. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh my god. I fucking... What's it called? And I still, to this day, alright? To this day, I do not know how they pulled this off without me noticing. But when I was on externship, back when I was in culinary school, right? The restaurant I was working at, I don't know how they pulled this off without me noticing. But when I got back out to my car at the end of the night, at the end of the shift, when everything was all said and done and over with, somehow, somebody managed to get, using a roll of, like, you know, that blue painter's tape, managed to use that blue painter's tape to draw a penis on the back of my car. And I'm not talking like on the bumper or something small like that. No, like on my fucking trunk. And I'm just standing there looking at my car with a giant dick on it. And my buddy, a friend of mine walks up. A friend of mine, you know, at the restaurant walks up to me and he's just like, oh, well, damn. And I just look at him like, and he must have read the look on my face and he's just like, for the record, that wasn't me. But I had that happen to me. I had that happen to me also. For the record, that wasn't me. But they also did that to me. I'm shaking my head. I'm taking the tape off my car. I'm just like, man. Holy shit. Oh, Fetch. Culinary Institute of America. CIA. Warlock, thank you for the 27 months. Thank you. Thank you so much. Why did that revert? Are all my alerts working? Why did that revert to the default? Wait a minute. Why did that revert to the default? Ah, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll probably just have to rearrange things later. Oh, well. At least, you know what? At least my alerts are working. That's all that matters. That's all that matters to me right now is my alerts are working. I'll take that. That's fine. I'll settle for the default alerts. I don't care. At least they're working right now. That's all I have to say. If someone did that to my new car, I'd want to throw somebody. Yeah, fair. That's fair, Perso. That's entirely fair. But thank you, Warlock, for the 27 months. My goodness. Thank you. What did I do? I didn't do shit. That was just a hazing ritual. I didn't do shit. I didn't piss anybody off. That was just a hazing ritual because when I was a newbie at the restaurant, that's just what they fucking did. I'll never forget this. The same restaurant that the person did that to my car, where they used blue painter's tape and drew a dick on my car. That same restaurant, my very last day of externship, right? Like literally, it was the last service I ever worked. My day off was the following day, and then I was getting ready to pack up, leave, and come back home literally that weekend, right? The very last day, because I would always bring like a chef's jacket with me, kind of like what I'm wearing right now, except there was no black trim, it was just all white. So I would always bring a chef's jacket with me to work. And for whatever, I couldn't find it that day. I could not find my chef jacket that day. because we usually had an area. Let me rewind a little bit, because where I was working was a kitchen that was also attached to a hotel, right? And they explained this to me on my first day when I first arrived, that like what we usually do is we leave our chef's gear here. We leave our chef's gear here, and the hotel staff washes them for us so that they're clean and ready to use for the next night's service. I'm like, that's really handy. Okay, yeah, cool. I'll do that. That's fine. And my chef's jacket. Hey, whatever. What's going on? Hello. My chef's jacket not only had my name on it, but it also had my culinary school logo on it. The Culinary Institute of America, the CIA. So that went missing. I'm like, of course I fucking lose it on my last day. It was a busy night, so I really didn't have time to worry about it. Whatever. I borrowed one of the hotel chef jackets. That's fine. I don't care. I'll go look for it later. You know, it's my day off. It's my day off tomorrow. And then I'm gone by this weekend. So I have like I have like 1 or 2 days to come back and go find it. It's fine. Whatever. Service happens. We get through the last dinner service. You know, and you know, they end up surprising me. I'm not gonna lie. They ended up surprising me at the end of the night. While we're cleaning up, they gave me a little cake, you know, that said "Best of luck in the future." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice, guys. Thank you." Because legitimately, hazing aside, you know, like little jokes aside, right? I genuinely got to know everybody I was working with over that year, and I really enjoyed my time. I learned a lot. I legitimately learned a lot with them. It was fun. It was great. And then the sous chef comes up to me, and he's just like, "Chef," I'm like, "Yeah." You know, I was like, "We hope you learned a lot. We gave you some shit, but that, you know, it was just our little way of saying, you know, we hope you're ready for the real world, you know, blah, blah, blah," that whole spiel. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Don't worry. I get it. It's fine. Whatever. He wished me the best of luck, and he says, "Oh, by the way, I think I found what you were looking for." And he drops a block of ice on my counter. And inside that block of ice is my missing chef jacket. I'm like, oh, thanks. How? Because we had an industrial strength freezer on the premises. That's how. It was one of those freezers that hit like -30. All right. So we were able to freeze things very solidly and very quickly. I turned to him, I'm like, "Fucking how?" And it was just like, "I was the first one here, I had to." Just nonchalantly. It was just like, "No, I was the first one here, I had to." I'm like, "God damn it." So as we're cleaning up for the rest of the night, everyone's got a good laugh. I'm defrosting my fucking chef jacket. I'm like running it under hot water just to crack the ice and all that shit. And to his credit, he personally took it down to the laundry area to dry it off. It was really funny. It was, oh my god, it was hilarious. Oh Lord. Humans are weird, Perso. Humans are absolutely weird, let me tell you. I have had some interesting exits from jobs. I've had some interesting exits from jobs, let me tell you. Oh, Fetch, no, I totally understand. Like, I'll be real. If it was anyone else, if it was literally anyone else who did that, I'd be pissed. But, like, I had been working with these people for almost a year at that point, for like 9-10 months at that point. I can't remember how long it was, but I've been working with those people for so long. And yeah, they would tease me. They would call me the book chef because I had chosen to do the culinary route, like the culinary school route, instead of doing it the old-fashioned way. Because there were a lot of old heads at that job. And a lot of them didn't do culinary school before entering the food industry. What they did instead was the old-fashioned way. They went and apprenticed under a single chef for decades before progressing on with their own careers, right? So they always called me the book chef because I chose to do culinary school instead. So, but like, I knew they were sort of, and I'll fully admit this. There were some messages. There were some nerd affectionate. Exactly. What's up, Thunder? How are you? Like, I will fully admit. A lot of what they thought were, a lot of what they were doing / saying in any other field, in any other job field, would have easily been filed under harassment of some kind. I will fully admit that right now. I will 100% fully admit that right now. But, and hear me out, as weird as it sounds, take that all away, and I guarantee you without that job, without the taste of, without that small experience of the real world's culinary industry, I don't think I would have made it as far in the industry as I have. I'll be real with you. And it wasn't just in terms of like knife skills or recipes or whatnot, but it was just in terms of dealing with dealing with people. Because let me tell you, on an average day, right? I would have to be at the restaurant by 11 a.m., sometimes earlier, sometimes like 10 a.m. if there was a really big party. But on average, I would start my day at the restaurant. I would clock in at around 11 o'clock in the morning. We'd go through prep. We'd go through everything we need to do. We would break. We'd break for family meal. We would eat. It was essentially lunch and dinner combined at that point. And by 7 o'clock, by 7 p.m., the doors would open for dinner service and dinner service would start. And there were nights where we weren't done with dinner service until like 10 or 11 p.m., 11:30 p.m., which means if you include cleanup afterwards, I wouldn't be leaving the restaurant until like midnight. I shit you not, there was one night where I didn't get back to my apartment until 1 o'clock in the morning. And keep in mind, I had already been awake since before 11 a.m. technically. Because I'd wake up, eat, shower, and then go, right? So when you do that, when you do days like that, 6 days a week with people, you gotta learn how to work with people in a high stress environment. And also just, you learn very quickly. You learn very quickly when they're trying to teach you something and when they were just fucking with you. You learn very quickly you learn very quickly when they're trying to teach you something and when they're just fucking with you. I would not have survived as long in the industry as I did without that. Yeah. There's a saying that I picked up being a chef for as long as I have. Culinary school will teach you what you need to know. Actually getting behind the line and working with people in a restaurant will teach you what you should have known. That it sounds weird, but it makes sense. It makes sense if you think about it. It makes sense if you think about it. Culinary school will teach you what you need to know. Actually getting behind the line and working will teach you what you should know. I learned that pretty damn quickly. Honestly, I learned that pretty damn quickly. And it was one of those moments where it's just like, man, yeah, I get it now. I fucking get it now. Oh boy. And if anyone is wondering, because I haven't actually told this story much, but if anyone's wondering how I went from, or how did I go from former professional chef to to VTuber on the internet, that is a very convoluted story. It's a very, I wouldn't say long story, but it's a pretty involved story. Okay, it's a pretty involved story. So I did my 4 years at culinary school, which included some months. I can never remember how long externship lasted, but which included some months as an extern, while also still in culinary school. Right. And after that, it was another 5 years in the culinary world entirely. I worked at 2 different restaurants. I worked at a hospital kitchen, and then I also worked with a food magazine in all of that time. Mostly because there was a bit of turnaround. There was a bit of turnaround in the first kitchen, or pro kitchen I worked at. It was at a restaurant in New York City. It was a restaurant in New York City where I got my first start, like a legitimate, actual start in the food industry. And oh boy, let me tell you. I was well acquainted. I was well acquainted with New York City nightlife, because every single time I would leave, it would be close to like midnight to 1 a.m. when I would be leaving the restaurant. So I would take the subway. I would take the subway like one stop, and then I would get on the bus and get back home. Yeah, whatever. I worked at a food magazine for a little while as well. Yeah. So I wore many different hats in my time in the food industry. Let me tell you, I wore a lot of hats in my time in the food industry. But the very first restaurant I worked at, kind of fell apart on me, which is a little disappointing, because it started that job started falling apart around me through no fault of my own, mind you. It was just a very unfortunate series of events with some key people leaving at some very inopportune times. So when I was brought on, I was introduced to the sous chef and the executive chef, and they were catching me up. They were, teaching me things, how the restaurant runs, etc., when our shifts would begin, all that jazz, right? I would be on the dinner shift, etc. All that stuff. My week was. My work week started on a Thursday I need to pull up a calendar for this because I always get confused. Yes, my week started on a Thursday and ended on a Monday. So I would have Tuesday and Wednesday off, right? I would have Tuesday and Wednesday off, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is when I would be working. So that was my work week, and I would need to get to the restaurant at 10:30 in the morning. Sometimes 11, depending on how busy we were. And we would leave, we were done usually. It's my sister's current week at Duncan, nice. And so the long and short of it was, like, it would be midnight, sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes later, depending on how many parties we were dealing with, where I would be finally getting home. And so during that time, I would be very familiar with a lot of people running the late shift on public transit, because I would have to take the bus home from the city to where I lived at the time, right? And it got to the point where that bus driver, that late night bus driver, would recognize me. It got to the point where that specific bus driver would recognize me. And every time I would show up, it's just like, hey, they got you working late again? I'm like, yeah, shit. You know, that's just how it is in restaurants. And he's like, yeah, no, I get you. It's kind of fun. But I digress. That was a tangent and a half. That job fell apart, unfortunately, because about a month into the job, technically while I was still training, right? Because they would have me work, but like I was also training on different stations, right? A month in, it's announced that the executive chef, she announces to us she's leaving. She's leaving because she accepted a job to be the head chef of the US Embassy in Tokyo. And I'm just like, fucking what? Hello? Chef, I'm happy for you, but I literally just got here a month ago. Wait a minute. I'm just like, hold on. Chef, I'm happy for you. That's great. Congratulations. I just got here a month ago. Who the hell is going to train me now? Who the fuck is going to train me now? Exactly, Perso. Yes. Who the fuck is going to train me now? The short version is my friend. I'm not gonna use his actual name, so I'm just gonna call him Roy. He was promoted to sous chef. That was announced the same day, and he pulled me aside because I was the newest person on the line at the time. He pulled me aside after that announcement was made. He's just like, listen, Chef and I talked about it, and with her leaving at the end of the month, I'm gonna take over your training from now on. And I'm just like, okay, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's fine. All right, it's a little. And I told him straight up. I'm just like, Roy, this is really sudden, dude. Like, what am I? This is all so confusing. Like, how are you gonna approach this? And he's just like, don't worry, listen, I'm just as confused as you are, all right? And like he assured me that he would work with me to make sure that I would be trained appropriately, that I would be put into a station that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. He assured me that I would be put into a station that would more be in line with my culinary school training. Which, when I graduated culinary school, I had done the baking and pastry pass, so he wanted to put me on desserts, which in my mind, I'm like, jackpot, let's go, hell yeah. But the way it worked, at that restaurant at the time was whoever was in charge of desserts also did like salads and appetizers as well. So I was working with like 2 other people. We were basically running that whole section ourselves, which was cool, right? Which was neat. I appreciated that. I appreciated that entirely. It was fucking, it was fun. As tiring as it was fun. In a very weird way, it was fun. So we get through the next couple of months. Chef leaves. We technically have no executive chef at this point. But according to everyone I had asked and what everyone else told us was that my friend Roy, the current sous chef, would be promoted to executive chef. And then once that would happen, he would have the power and the ability to appoint someone to be a new sous chef. And he made it very clear who that was going to be, which was another person working with me on desserts and salads. Let's call him Anthony. Again, I'm using no one's real name right now. Obviously, I want to protect people's privacy. So, like, he made it very clear exactly who we wanted to promote to sous chef when that happened, right? So the next couple of months go by. We're going through the daily grind as usual. It is what it is, right? 2 or 3 months go by, and then the 4th month goes by, and we're just like, Roy, have they promoted you yet? And he's just like, no. They were technically supposed to promote me like 2 weeks ago. We're like, wait, 2 weeks ago? And they haven't yet? I'm like, no, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm gonna keep asking them what the fuck's going on. But, like, no, I don't understand it. I don't fucking get it. Another month goes by. This is red flag number 2, okay? This is red flag number 2. The higher ups management. Keep in mind, this is like restaurant management, not any of us in the kitchen, right? This is restaurant management. They make the decision that instead of promoting Roy like was planned, they're going to look elsewhere. They're going to bring someone in from the outside, and they'd already started the interview process for a new executive chef. Now, mind you, right? Now, mind you, that's how we found out. That's how we found out, Roy included. He didn't find out before any of us did. No. He found out when the rest of us did. So now he's pissed off. He's pissed off because the promotion he thought he was going to get, he no longer is going to get. Which also means, by the way, my buddy Anthony is also not getting the promotion he was promised, which is double fucked up. So, another couple of weeks pass. I get to work, and I can already tell something's off. Because Anthony's in a bad mood, and Roy's also in a bad mood. Roy leaves to go take care of some stuff. So it's just me and Anthony at the dessert station. I'm prepping next to him, and I'm like, Anthony, buddy, you all right? And he's just like, nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Clearly is not. So at this point, I've known him for long enough where I can press the question a little bit more. I'm just like, that doesn't sound like you're fine. And he stops what he's doing and he looks at me. He's just like, my wife's been pregnant for the past few months, right? I'm just like, yeah. yeah, that's great. That's happy. I'm happy for you. And he's just like, yeah, no, we got back from the doctors last night, or like yesterday, and she's due anytime. She's literally due like sometime this week. I'm like, fuck, dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah, let's go. The issue was that also this week our new executive chef was arriving. They'd finally made the hire, which is what pissed Roy off. What pissed Anthony off, and what pissed a few more of us off, was that meant everyone had to come in, regardless of whether it was the day off or not. It just so happened to fall on a day where I was already working, so it really didn't matter to me all that much. But for everyone else, it was just like, fucking, really? And the issue was Anthony didn't want to come in because he didn't want to miss the birth of his kid, right? Like, what father wants to miss the birth of their child? No one, I'd wager. So I'm just like, oh, okay, I get it. So the long and short of it was that Anthony was trying to get the day, he told Roy, like, listen, I'm not missing the birth of my child. And Roy's like, I get that, but, like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Luckily, Roy spoke to our incoming executive chef, and thankfully our incoming executive chef agreed, like, it's fine, it's family, I get it, Anthony, you don't have to be here. And it's a goddamn good thing he said that too, because literally the very next day, Anthony's wife gives birth. Which is really cool, but also it means I had to do the work of two people that night, and I was like, oh boy. Oh god, I was burned out after that night, holy shit. So the new guy comes in, the new executive chef comes in. And here's red flag number 3. Here's strike 3 for me, right? Here's strike 3 for me, that I know this job is starting to go under. He starts redoing fucking everything. He starts looking at recipes, replacing recipes, bringing old recipes back. Because I know what he's doing. I know what he's fucking doing. Thank you, Rich. I know what he's fucking doing because he wants to make a mark. Like, oh, this is my restaurant now. I'm the executive chef. It's time to start making some changes on how I would start doing things. And it's throwing the rest of the line into fucking chaos. It's throwing the rest of the line into chaos. So we're all like running around with chickens with our heads cut off, trying to help with this guy, and it's just like,
mission failed. We'll get him next time.
That's exactly how we kind of felt, Galaxy. Thank you. God damn, it's so fucked up. Chat, I will be right back. Sorry, I hate to leave the story. I hate to leave the story in a bit of a cliffhanger. But I need to take care of something very, very quickly. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate that. I hate to leave the story in a cliffhanger. I'll come back to it, I promise. I need to take care of something very, very quickly. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Y'all were busy, I see. Y'all were busy, I see. Sorry about that. Remember when I said back at the beginning of stream I was meal prepping for the week? I had something in the oven that I had to take out and deal with. I had a timer and the timer went off like literally as I was speaking. I had to go take care of that. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's out. It's done. And yeah. Meal prep this week's gonna be fucking fun. Meal prep this week's gonna be great. Let me just say that. Let me just say that right now. Meal prep this week, 10 out of 10. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good. Sorry for leaving you for so long about that. I was trying to. I at the same time, like I knew, like I need to. I need to get back to stream, but also I need to get this thing done. I didn't want to burn it, essentially, was what I was worried for. But anyway, I'm back high. Sorry about that. Yes, let's see somebody. Yeah, somebody clipped that. I knew somebody would. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. All right. What was I in the middle of saying? With this story? Right, so the new executive chef comes in, right? And he starts changing up things. Like, it's really stupid. He starts changing up a lot of things. He goes so far, like the thing with the recipes, that's fine. We could have dealt with that. We could have just rolled with those punches. It would have been fine. Where he really starts fucking some things up. Is he starts rearranging where we are on station. On the line. He starts rearranging that. And now keep in mind, we have had this particular order of who's working where and with who and why for the longest time now. And he starts coming in to fuck this thing up, right? It's kind of dumb. He goes so far as just to take me off the active line entirely. Now I've been there for almost an entire year at this point, right? He goes so far as to take me off the line entirely. Citing that I need to be trained more. Now I make the case to him. That, listen, chef, I have been trained. Have I been trained on every station? No. But I have been trained on the stations that pertain to my culinary school background. Okay? And to everyone's credit, to whoever else was there, they went to bat for me. Anthony, Roy, a couple of other guys who I'd worked with closely. They all went to bat for me. Yeah, Bird Porton, what's going on? Yeah, I'm regaling chat with the story of why I left my why I left my first professional kitchen job. To catch you up. A month after I got hired, the executive chef who hired me announced that she would be leaving at the end of the month. Because she took a job to be the head chef of the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo. So for a few months, we technically had no executive chef. We had a sous chef who was doing all the jobs of an executive chef. But we technically had no executive chef at the restaurant because management, like upper management, was dragging their feet. The plan was to promote the sous chef at the time, who I'm naming Roy. The plan was to promote him to executive chef, and then he would promote someone else to sous chef after he had vacated that position. The long and short of it is they never went through with that idea. They instead brought someone else from the outside and hired him to be our new executive chef, which caused all sorts of turmoil for us in the back of the house. Right? Because they made that decision, upper management made that decision without consulting any of us. Which was a slap in the face to specifically Roy, but also to everyone else. So the new guy comes in, he starts changing up a whole bunch of things. He takes me off the line entirely. He relegates me to prep work. And I'm trying to get my original position back. I'm like, listen, I did not just spend almost an entire year training on the line with everyone else just to be put back as a prep chef. There's no fucking way. I didn't say there's no fucking way to his face. Mind you. I wanted to. I really wanted to. But I didn't. I really, really fucking wanted to, but I didn't. I didn't. In retrospect, I probably should have, but I didn't. So that leads to that leads into I'm trying to get my timeline right here. Okay, that was about a month after he arrived. He's trying to do all of this stuff. So Roy, Anthony, myself, and like everybody else, we finally we convinced him to, like, you know, take it easy. Maybe don't try changing everything at once. Maybe do it one bit at a time and see how it goes from there, right? So he relents. And thank fuck he puts me back on the main line with everyone else. So I'm not just relegated to prep work anymore. I'm like, thank God. Thank fucking God. And everything is fine for about a month or two. And then Anthony, he told Roy first, and he told the rest of us, he wants to go on, he's going on leave for a little bit. He's going on leave because, you know, his wife just had his first kid. And it's his first kid, like, ever, right? And so he's just like, yeah, no, I want to spend time with my family. I'll be back. You know, I'll be back after a couple of months, but I just need some time to spend with my family. And that's what he told everyone else. That's what he told the executive chef. What he told us, like his friends on the line in back of house, however, out of earshot of the executive chef, was the fact that, like, he didn't like the dude. And it was him, myself, and a growing number of people who just did not like this new guy, right? Just did not like this new guy at all. He came in like a fucking tornado, just started flipping everything around, trying to make things his own, but like, it rubbed everybody the wrong way. So Anthony goes on his leave, air quotes his leave. He's not coming back. He's not coming back at all. I texted him on my day off a couple of weeks afterwards. I texted him and he's just like, I'm just like, you're not coming back, are you? He's like, hell no. Hell no. I already got a job lined up somewhere else. I'm taking the next couple of months off. And then I'm going to my new job. I'm not going back to the old one. And then he told me something rather prophetic, actually. He told me something rather prophetic. He was just like, keep an eye on this guy. All right? Do me a favor and keep an eye on this guy. If he starts changing things around again, I would have a plan B if I were you. Like, legitimately, that's what he told me. He's like, I would have a plan B if I were you. And I'm just like, I'm going to keep that in mind. Thanks. Appreciate that. That came true a couple of months later. There was it was a service that where just a lot of things did not go right that night. A lot of things did not go right that night. And for whatever reason, I don't fucking know why, for whatever reason, he blamed me specifically. Like, he called me out specifically. He accused me of bringing everything else down, of just like, what phrase did he use? Getting in everyone else's way was the phrase that he used. And I'm just like, thanks, Galaxy. At that point, I'm just like, I had been there for over a year. I had been here over a year busting my ass alongside everybody else. Like, there's no way I'm getting in anyone's way. All right? There's no way I'm getting in anyone's way. There's no fucking way. There's absolutely no way.
Bruh.
Exactly. There's absolutely no way. So I went and talked to him. I told him that night. I'm just like, you are absolutely wrong. I was not the only person. You know, I was not the sole person to blame. I was not the sole person to blame for what happened tonight, right? And I straight up told him, like, listen, we had an equipment failure. One of our deliveries was late. Neither of those can be pinned on me. I'm like, I straight up told him, like, you can't pin all of that on me. You cannot pin all of that on me. Absolutely not. And so he sort of gave like a half-hearted apology, like a very dismissive apology. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. So the very next day, while I'm on my break, you know, like while I finished family meal early. And instead of going back to the kitchen and killing time like everyone else usually did, I took a walk up the block. Where our main office was located, and I made a beeline straight for the HR office. I'm done talking to the chef now. I'm done talking to him. I don't care how this makes me look. I'm going straight to HR with this. I don't give a shit. I'm done talking to him. I'll only talk to him when he needs something from me, right? Like I'm only talking to him on like a professional level. I go to HR. I tell him exactly what happened. I go to HR and I tell them exactly what's going on. I'm like, listen, this guy you hired, this dude you hired, is a bad fit for the line, for everyone else in the back of the house of that restaurant. He's doing nothing to elevate anyone else. He's trying to get me removed off of active service on the line. I don't know why. He just doesn't like me. For whatever reason, I don't fucking know. But, you know, he's an active detriment to that kitchen. And, you know, it's just, if something isn't done, I quit. I straight up told the HR supervisor that. I'm like, if something isn't done about this guy, I quit. I'm quitting. Unbeknownst to her, I'd already drafted my resignation letter. I kept that in my back pocket for a little while because I was already feeling burnt the fuck out on this job already. And I was sitting on that for about a month. So they said, you know, they gave me the most HR response ever, right? They gave me the most HR response in the fucking world. We'll look into it. I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. If I had a fucking dollar for every single time an HR department would be like, we'll look into it, and then nothing happened, I could retire rich at this point. A couple weeks pass. Nothing's changed. Absolutely nothing at all has changed. You know, I want to keep working where I'm working. I want to keep working with like desserts and stuff because that's what I trained for. That's what I studied for in culinary school. He just was not having it. I don't know. I don't fucking know why, but he was just not letting me progress to what I wanted to do. So just one day where I had it. There was just one day where I was just like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. I first went back to HR. I handed them my resignation letter. I also emailed a copy to them just to make sure they had that shit on file. Just to make sure they had that shit on file, right? I handed them a physical copy and I fucking emailed them a copy. I took the second copy I had and I handed it to the executive chef, like right after family meal was done, just before doors open for service. I handed it to him, and I looked him straight in the eye. I said, "Listen, I do not enjoy working here anymore. I do not enjoy working here anymore. Here is my 2 weeks notice. HR has a copy. I'm gonna go do my job now." And I think that's when it finally dawned on him. Because it was also that night I found out another one of my coworkers was also leaving. So between Anthony and myself and this third coworker of mine, that's 3 guys this guy has lost since coming on. This is making him look incredibly bad. And I could tell he was in damage control mode, right? I could tell he was in damage control mode, because that night, he was the nicest to me he has ever been. That night, he was the nicest to me he had ever been since I had known him, since he had started. I'm just like, oh, buddy. I'm like, oh, buddy. Like, he tried everything to get me to stay on. He tried everything to get me to stay on. And I'm just like, nah. 2 weeks pass. My other coworker's gone. It's my last day there. Right? You know. We wrap up for the night. I made a point. I made a point to go up to Roy. And I told him, like, listen, me leaving is not your fault. I told him straight up. I'm like, me leaving is not your fault. It's his. Okay? It's his. You should have been in the driver's seat, not him. I told him that straight up. He's like, yeah, no, I get it. Trust me, I fucking get it. I said goodbye to everybody else. And, like, still, I went to say goodbye to the executive chef, and he must have still been in shock or something, because he said something along the lines of, like, is there any way you would reconsider? I'm like, absolutely not. Goodbye. Absolutely fucking not goodbye. Oh my god. Yeah. That was... Thank you, Galaxy. Appreciate it. Yes, you quit instead. I really wish I would have said that. Instead, Fetch. Trust me. Here's the funny thing. Here's the fucking funny thing. All right? Here's the absolutely hilarious thing. About a month later, while I'm looking for a new job, right? Out of curiosity, I decide to go on to Yelp and look at the restaurant I worked at previously. Because when I had started there, their rating was at about a 4.5 out of 5. After I had left, after the restaurant basically within a year had lost 3 people from back of house, their Yelp rating had dropped to a 3 out of 5. Their Yelp rating had dropped to a 3 out of 5. And one of the reviews made me absolutely fucking cackle. Because it said something along the lines of, this place isn't as good ever since the new chef took over. And I'm just like, you're damn fucking right it's not. You're damn fucking right it's not. God damn it. You're damn fucking right it's not. Jesus. Listen, it doesn't take a lot for customers to notice something's wrong with a restaurant, okay? It doesn't take a lot to know. It doesn't take a lot for the customers to realize, oh, something's wrong here. Did it stay in business long after that? That's actually a good question. Hold on. That's actually a good question. Hold on, I'm looking it up now. No, they're still in business. Yeah, no, they're still in business. Interesting. Okay, now here's my question. Here's the telling question now. Here's my question. Do they still have the same chef? Do they still have the same chef? What's the Yelp stars look like? They're back up to a 4 out of 5. Executive chef is completely different. I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna drop names because I don't want to give this guy the time of day anymore. But the executive chef is an entirely different person from when I was working there. That's all that really needs to be said at this point. The executive chef is an entirely different person than from when I was working there. Holy shit. That's really all that needs to be said about that chapter of my life. God damn. Oh, lordy. When did the new guys start? Here's my question. When the hell did the new guys start? Oh, the new guys started in 2019. Wow. So he's recent. Nice. I usually never wish ill on people, but if you piss me off long enough, then yes, I will wish ill upon you. I'm sorry. Except I'm not. Oh, Lord. Never poke the dragon, exactly. Exactly. I am very much, for better or for worse, chat. For better or for worse, I am very much the type of person where if you piss me off personally, I'll find a way to get back at you. I don't care what I have to do. I will find a way to get back at you, professionally or otherwise. Like in a job setting, mind you, in a job setting. I'm not gonna like vandalize your car or your house or anything. But in a work setting, in a work setting, if you piss me off, I will find a way to get back at you somehow. I will find a way to get back at you somehow. For better or for worse, I've had that has been my personality for a little while now. There's a reason why I won't do office work anymore. Cause there's a reason why I won't take like an office job or like a corporate job anymore, is because I've seen firsthand just how much ass kissing somebody has to do in a corporate office environment, and I'm just like, God, no. Just shut up and get to work. God damn it. Like, God, hell no. Office jobs can be an absolute nightmare in a different way. No, I agree. In 2017, 2018, I started with an unemployment agency, and they got me this, what at the time was supposed to be a temporary job, but it turned into a full-time job for me, doing data entry for a company. And even at that time, it was just like, man, the amount of like corporate office politics bullshit that I saw there, it's just like, It is an absolute disgusting place. It's an environment I don't want to work at. It's an environment I don't want to work in anymore. Absolutely not. Office jobs, no way. Office jobs when you're just like one cog out of a million. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that anymore. It's why I'm focusing so hard on this. It's why I'm hitting the ground running when it comes to stuff like getting memberships up and running on YouTube, and like getting a solid schedule when it comes to content releasing. At so many office jobs where I spent so much time and energy covering my ass and recording everything and fighting back against being thrown under the bus. Bird, same. Also, thank you for that clip, whatever, I appreciate it. So how'd you get from there to this? Well, oh boy, okay. So after I left the restaurant job for a little bit, that office job I mentioned, right? After my temp contract ran out with them, I was home for a little while, and they called me back. Like, listen, we like what you did. We liked your work. We would like to extend a full-time job offer to you. Respond and come by the office whenever you're free, and we'll talk about it. And at the time, I was really hard up for some money, so I'm just like, oh shit. It's the most boring Monday to Friday kind of office job, but fuck it, it pays well. I need money, so I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it for a while, right? Cool. That was in 2017. I worked for them for a couple of years, between 3 years, almost 3 years. Yes, basically 3 years. This will make sense, I promise. So, during that time, right, I moved out, because at the time I was living with my parents, and I moved out, because once they retired, they told me, like, we're gonna move elsewhere. I'm like, okay, cool, I gotta find a place of my own. Fine, no problem. So I found a place where I'm living now, and it's pretty close to my old job, right? Shorter commute, perfectly fine by me. good neighborhood. Things are looking up for me. And it's around that time, around 2017 or around mid 2018, give or take, is when the New York Snark Exchange crew asked me to join them. And at the time, I watched streamers. I didn't know a thing about streaming myself. I didn't even have a capture card at all at that point. And I'm just like, hey T, how are you? And at that point, I'm just like, you want me to join the Snark Exchange. I don't have a capture card. I don't know the first fucking thing about streaming. I don't even know how OBS works. And she's like, don't worry. We'll teach you. It's fine. I'm just like, okay, sure. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh my God. In full disclosure, Bear Pigman, my buddy Tom, I've known him since college, right? I've known him since before my culinary school days. So for him to say, listen, chef, I want you to come aboard and join our group and stream with us. Already I knew, like, okay. All right, if Tom wants me to do this, then... If Tom wants me to do this, then yeah, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Hell yes. Yes. Yes, whatever. That is his name. That has been his online username for the longest time. That has been his online username for the longest time. A throwaway South Park joke has been his username for the longest time. So things are looking pretty good for me. Things are looking pretty good for me right now, honestly. I've heard that name before. Yeah, you should. He's one of the members of the New York Snark Exchange. It's the Twitch channel I stream to, and it's the Twitch channel that gave me my start. He made gameplay videos for Retsupre. He sure did. He's still friends with Slow Beef. It was through him that I met Slow Beef in person for the very first time at MagFest. I want to say MagFest 2018. It's 2018 or 2019. I can't remember. Yeah, no, I met Beef. I met Ty Tuesday. Yeah, no, I met everybody at that MagFest. Yeah, that shit was fun. That shit was fun. Holy cow. Yeah, no. Honestly, legitimately, Slow Beef is a really chill dude. Slow Beef is a super, super chill dude. I love him. He's awesome. He's fantastic. Ty Tuesday, Ty's awesome too. If I ever get the chance to hang out with Ty Tuesday at another MagFest, I absolutely will. But yeah, Bear Pigman has been my close personal friend since college. I have known the man for decades. Okay, I have known the man for literal decades. I legitimately went to college with him. There's another tangent down. Okay, yeah. How did I go from restaurant to food magazine to office job to VTuber? So remember all that stuff I said about I hate having to deal with office politics because it's bullshit and pointless? It's specifically because of office politics that I had to leave. Well, not that I had to, but I unfortunately was laid off. So in late 2019, early 2020, there were rumblings at my office job that despite opening a whole other location, a whole nother office, and despite having, and despite needing more people to populate the second branch of the office, there were rumblings at my job that there would be layoffs. Which, like, fuck. All right, sure, why not? Yeah, that's annoying. That's never fun. And I thought, myself and the rest of my department thought that we had dodged a bullet. Because the rumblings of those layoffs was supposed to happen during like the summer of 2018. And no one in our department got laid off. And we're all just like, okay, cool. We survived. We were joking about it. We were joking about it. Like, cool. All right. The department made it through in one piece. Let's go. It sounds so stupid in hindsight. I know. It's because it is really stupid in hindsight. But January of 2020, literally like right after I had gotten back from, or the week after I'd gotten back from that year's MagFest, I'm on my lunch break, and my lunch break is winding down. I throw my, throw my trash away. I pick up the book I'm reading, and I'm going back to my desk to clock back in, right? I clock in. I start booting up my workstation again, and I get a tap on my shoulder. And I turn around, and it's somebody from the HR department, which once again is red flag number one. I'm like, oh fuck, what'd I do? in the back of my head, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what'd I do? I'm thinking, I'm running through all the scenarios in my brain. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? God damn it, what did I do now? I in the back of my head, I'm saying to myself, like, I haven't done anything. I haven't said anything to piss somebody off, did I? No, thankfully no. Well, thankfully, but also not really. But here's the thing: they pull me into, like, yeah. It's like, are you clocked back in yet? And I'm just like, yeah. I literally just clocked back in. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Just can you come with us for a second? We already told your department manager. We just need to talk to you for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay. Okay. Sure. And unfortunately, that is when I found out I was getting laid off. Like that week, because they pulled me aside on a Monday. And like literally that week was gonna be my last week. That was it. And I'm just like, fuck. Seriously? I asked him why me specifically. And again, it was the most HR answer ever. It was just like, it was just cost-cutting measure. In the back of my head, I kind of knew why. Not exactly, but I kind of knew why. But it's just like, I'd been there for over a year. I'd been working towards, advancing to a different position, but within the same department. One that would pay me way better. But unfortunately, it was one of those things where it's just like, God damn it, really? So I get through that, and that's it. That's all she wrote. That was it. That was my last week. Done and dusted. It was myself and like, I was the only one out of my specific apartment who got laid off. Department, rather. I was the only one from my specific department that got laid off, but I know for a fact that other people in other departments had also gotten laid off, if not that week, that month. So it was just like, yeah, no, exactly, whatever, exactly. It's the RNGesus was not with us that day, unfortunately. But like, well, fuck it. All right, fine, sure, whatever. So that was January of 2020. by February of 2020, is when like where I live, the state in which I live was starting to really like, okay, yeah, no, COVID is starting to be a thing. It's increasing. You know, stores, businesses started closing down a lot earlier, etc., etc. But you know, we really weren't thinking of it that much at that point. I wasn't thinking about it that much at that point. It was in the back of my head for sure. But at that point, I'm just like, I'm more focused on trying to find a new job, right? Oh, how stupid I was. Oh, how stupid I was. So, March of 2020 rolls around. And I think you can all see where this is going. The writing is officially on the wall now. That is when literally the entire world shuts down. Or the entire country shuts down, what have you. That is where everything just up and fucking closes. Shelter-in-place order is dropped, whole 9 yards. Nobody's going anywhere. Trying to find a job during that mess, forget about it. Luckily, I had emergency payment from the Division of Unemployment at the time, so I'm just like, okay, I have some money coming in. It's not a lot, but I have some money coming in. Which is fine. You know, that's fine by me. I'll fucking take that, all right? So, it was around that time also where, unfortunately, 3 other members of the New York Snark Exchange also lost their jobs, either prior to the pandemic or just as the pandemic started. Yes, the before times, exactly. So what up, DJ KMT? What's going on, bud? How are ya? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, and unfortunately, it was around that time where 2 other members of the New York Snark Exchange also lost their job, their current job at the time. So that was 3/5 of us were unemployed in the worst part of human history at that point. And it's just like, oh fuck. What the hell are we gonna fucking do, right? Chillin', how you doing? I'm same thing, same deal. I'm just taking it easy right now, man. I'm just taking it easy. So that's what we're on a Discord call. It was all 5 of us at that point, and we're just like, what the hell are we gonna do? The worst part of modern human history. Fair. Fair. You know what? Fair. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. God damn it. So that's 3/5 of the New York Snark Exchange who are jobless at this point, and we're all just sitting around. We're in a Discord call, and we're just like, what the hell are we gonna do now? What the hell are we gonna fucking do about this? And so Christy, she says to us, like, why don't we just lean into this streaming business? Why don't we just like go all in on it? We can do longer streams. We can do more streams per week, whatever, you know, just however much money our little co-op channel brings in. We can split it among the 5 of us. It's not going to be a lot, but it's better than nothing. And we're all just like, you know what? That's a really fucking good idea. That's a really good idea. Let's roll with that. Let's roll with that. And it was around that same time, myself, Bear Pigman, and Trevor, and Ray, honestly, and also Ray. I don't know if Christy still has her solo channel active or not. Or it's just a placeholder for her username. I'm not entirely sure. But it was around that time the 4 of us started branching out on our solo projects. It's around that time where we started branching out on our solo channels. Ray streamed and still does stream quite a bit of first-person shooters on his channel. Apex Legends, Overwatch, stuff like that. Trevor, for a little while, did this weekly thing called Turn Up Tuesday, which I miss, where every Tuesday he would do like a DJ set on his channel, which was really fucking neat. That was really cool. Tom did streams on his channel, mostly indie stuff, and I did streams here. I revamped my whole channel. And keep in mind, I still wasn't a VTuber yet at the time. I still wasn't a VTuber yet at the time. I was just doing my own thing, like as a face cam streamer. And we're all doing our thing, and we're all just streaming and like getting money however we can, etc., etc. And I will never forget this. I will never forget this. September of 2020 is a month that absolutely rocked the content creator sphere. Because I had some sort of inkling as to what VTubers were at that point. Because I'd seen clips. I'd seen some actually really popular HoloLive clips at this point. Korone's Let's Play, or Korone's series of streams of Banjo-Kazooie, honestly, were a joy to watch. But September of 2020 specifically is a month where the entire content creator, streamer, VTuber sphere got turned on its head. Because that's when HoloLive English, HoloMyth debuted. And I'm just like, oh, I should tune in for a couple of their streams. Oh boy, that's it. That is it. That was the beginning of the end for me. I got sucked down the VTuber rabbit hole almost immediately. Let me tell you, holy moly. Oh my goodness. I was just enthralled with how funny they were. Just how creative everyone in this space was. And then I realized, the more I thought about it, the more I'm just like, oh my god. I need to... Freakazoid opening sequence plays. Exactly! Oh man. And the more I started researching it, I'm just like, man, this is so fucking cool. Holy cow. And then I ended up researching how much it would cost to get a Light 2D model made, and I'm just like, is there a way I can do this for free? Luckily, the answer was yes. Luckily, the answer was yes, and then, boom, here I am. Here I am, hi, hello. It is I. Oh, whatever. Yeah, no, oh god, who was it? It wasn't just Korone. It wasn't just Korone and HoloMyth that dragged me down the VTuber space. It was HoloMyth, it was Korone, it was Fubuki, it was Coco. God, it was so many clips of Coco. It was, who else was it? Iron Mouse and Zentreya. Right. I forgot what Zen stream it was, but god damn it, she was funny back in the day. She's still funny. She's still incredibly funny. Iron Mouse too. I remember tuning into an Iron Mouse stream. And I tuned into her stream just as she was starting to gush about Kamen Rider. And I'm like, hold on. A VTuber who's also a huge fan of Kamen Rider? You have my attention. Wait a goddamn second. Hold on. I don't think I've ever hit follow so quickly in my entire life. I don't think I hit follow so quickly in my entire goddamn life. Holy shit. Mousie's such a joy. She really is. Yeah, actually. She's... Iron Mouse has the distinction of so far being the only person I've bought merch from VShoujo. I have an Iron Mouse coffee mug. I have an Iron Mouse coffee mug. Oh, the Indian VTuber scene is just beautiful. Honestly, there's so many good indie VTubers out there. There's so many fantastic indie VTubers out there. And ever since joining the VTuber community, I have had such an incredibly fun time. Like, this is the most fun I think I've had with content creation since I've started being a content creator 5 years ago. Like, legitimately, this is the most freedom and fun I think I've had in the 5 years. In the 5 years that I've been a content creator. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, Fetch, I know Lala. Yeah, I know Miss Lala. I know her. I know her. She's a friend of one of my. She's a friend of a mutuals of mine. Or let me phrase that better. We have a mutual friend IRL. I know Lala. I had to talk to her at some point because that honestly would be a fun collab if I could get to work with her. That would be really fun. She is an absolute joy. She really is. But yeah, Thunder, I agree. Like you, honestly, Thunderbird, you and Choo Choo, Swoos, K, everyone else, y'all specifically have been so welcoming, and friendly to me whenever I started this whole VTuber path. I can't thank y'all enough. Honestly, I legitimately can't thank y'all enough. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all are wonderful. Go follow Thunderbird Prime if you don't already. He's a very, very cool dude. He's a very, very cool dude. But yeah, no, the amount of just really cool indie VTubers that are out there are so good. There's so many wonderfully talented and creative people out there. Red Claw. Are you guys familiar with Red Claw at all? He is a T-Rex VTuber. He's incredible. He does really cool voice acting. And his model, he drew himself. Dude is super talented. All right? Dude is super, super talented. Red Claw is amazing. Party Demoness, aka Minerva. She's also really fun to watch. She's absolutely hilarious. She's really fucking funny. Minerva's really, really funny. God, yeah, no, the VTuber space is just so many interesting and talented people in it, and I'm really, really happy to be a part of that space now. Like, legitimately. I'm really, really happy to be a part of that space now. Because, like, this is the most, and I'm gonna say it again, this is the most fun I've had content created, being a content creator, being a VTuber. Like, okay, I've been a VTuber for a year. Come mid-July, I will have been a content creator for 5 years. And like, in those 5 years, this is the most fun. This is the singular most amount of fun I've had doing this. It's so good. It's just so creatively, sky's the limit. Like, legitimately. Oh, I love Dr. Crafty. Oh, yeah, no, Dr. Crafty's fantastic. I absolutely love Dr. Crafty. He's so fun. Yo, yeah. Dr. Crafty's so fun. I need to give you a list. Give me a second. I need to give y'all a list. I need to give y'all a list. Hold on a second. Because there's so many good VTubers out there. Oh, Lord. Too many streams, not enough time. Fair. I get that. Fetch, I get that entirely. Don't worry. I get that entirely. Let's see. Digital Vagrant. Digi's fun. Digi's very fun. Adora Bunny. She had her VTuber, like, her, like, re-debut, like, last month. She's really fun to watch. Oh, my buddy Roy. Yeah, Roy Kyoto. So Roy recently moved his stuff from Twitch to YouTube. He streams exclusively to YouTube now because like good on him, honestly, good on him. But like, so Roy a couple of months ago had to go on a hiatus. If you don't know Roy Kyoto, you probably known him as his previous name, Roy Zoga. Roy is one of the most like incredibly talented people I've ever met in the VTuber space. He's super talented. He's like really good at voice acting. Roy is so good. I highly recommend you check him out. Oh yeah, enjoy dinner time, Fetch. Hope you get something good. Highly recommend you, Roy. Go follow Roy. Roy's awesome. Roy's fantastic. Let's see. Radioactive, the Scorpion VTuber, she's awesome. Ophelia Valentine, the Cowgirl Vampire VTuber, she's so fun. She's so fun. Ophelia's really fun. Let's see, who else? A VTuber I discovered because he does a weekly stream with Minerva, aka Party Demoness. He joins her weekly on Sundays. Is Veggie BLT. the man is unhinged in the funniest way possible. He's fantastic. Go check out Veggie. Veggie's funny as hell. Veggie is funny as hell. Veggie is funny as hell. I'm pretty sure I follow everyone. Veggie's a chaos muppet. I adore him. He is. He very much is. Oh my god. Veggie is so unhinged. I love him. Veggie is ridiculously unhinged in the funniest way possible, mind you. Oh yeah, no, I like the shark teeth. Yeah, they're great. They're great. Yeah, no, Perso, absolutely, I get it. That was trying to get my avatar set up was also one of the things was just like I should really I need to figure this out. Besides Roy, I follow a lot of people. I follow a lot of people from VT Rainbow specifically. VT Rainbow, by the way, if you're not sure, what VT Rainbow is all about, they are a VTuber group. They're an LGBT plus VTuber group, and they're all wonderful, wonderful people. Yeah, Roy, Makari, TFM Johnny, Marina, Lolo, they're all awesome people, like legitimately. They're really, really cool. They're all really, really cool. Highly recommend you follow all of them. Yeah, no, Johnny's great. Johnny's fantastic. Johnny's so funny. Johnny's really funny. Marina, I really appreciate Marina's streams. Marina's really funny too. Yeah, I like VT. I like the VT Rainbow crew. They're all fantastic. They're all fantastic. Hey Kay, what's going on, dude? How are ya? Let's see. Yeah, no, I got a lot of people I could recommend to you. I got a lot of people I could recommend to you. 0 followers, 0 bitches, 0 wrists singing in the group. Nice, Kay, nice. How long did it take you to make this design for your avatar? Oh boy, okay. It took me a while, honestly, because I had to figure out how to run VTube Studio, or not VTube Studio, VRoid Studio. It took me a while to learn how to run VRoid Studio. Then it took me some time to figure out how to get how to import stuff in Unity to get them attached to my model in VRoid Studio and then run them. Because these horns are not native to VRoid Studio. I had to run into Unity to get that. I had to learn Unity how to get that shit started. No cap, I was there at the beginning. That's awesome, Kay. Holy shit, dude. Hey, Super! How you doing? 0 followers, 0 bitches, 0 results. The name of my country, EP. Yes, yes. In VTwink Studio. Kay, listen. My 2.0 model. I've had a lot of people say my 2.0 model looks like I'm entering my twink phase. A lot of people have said my 2.0 model looks like I'm entering my twink phase. Just on looks alone. I don't know if I've shown you, Kay, but I'll probably DM you a work in progress shot of it because, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Oh, Bird! Oh, no, I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, Obsidia and Cereza, they're awesome. Obsidia is a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine. I still need to talk to her. Because, like, that's... Between her and I, we could probably fill, like, a 4-hour stream just talking about Warhammer 40k. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Oh my god, I guarantee you. And Cereza's amazing. Her new model, by the way, Cereza's new model, absolutely fucking adorable. She is the cutest fox witch. She really is. Going back to Obsidia, by the way, there are a lot of YouTubers I credit for me wanting to break into this space. Iron Mouse, Coco, Callie, Corone. But the one VTuber who I knew, and I still know on a personal level, that I credit probably the most for giving me the courage to actually start VTubing in the first place is absolutely Obsidia. Because there's just... I don't know what it is. There was just something about watching her do the whole VTubing thing, growing her community to where it is now, that just made me like, yeah, if she can do what I can. That's literally just what I kept telling myself. Obsidia, I don't know if you're here, but thank you. Thank you. Any suggestions for programs to use for avatars? The program I use is something called VRoid Studio. It is free to download. It is free to use. It is probably one of the easiest programs to utilize to get a model up and running. In my opinion. The only reason why I use VTube Studio and not, or VRoid, I'm gonna keep confusing those two. The only reason why I use VRoid Studio and not VTube Studio is the simple fact that I do not have an iPhone. Yes, VRoid Studio, that is it. That is, hold on. Yes, drawing hair does take patience. It does take a lot of patience because you'll see it on my 2.0 model, not the. You know what? Hold on a second. It's easier. It's way easier. Hang on. Okay. Hold on. Less of a debut, because I've shown this model off before, And again, keep in mind, this is just work in progress. This is the work in progress version because there's still a lot of things I need to change about this. There are still a lot of things I need to change about this. But you see the gradient? Do you see the gradient on my hair? This took forever to get right. Just using Vroid Studio natively. This took forever to get right. Like, thank you for the 100 bits, DJ. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This gradient right here took so long to get right. But I'm so glad I got it right. I'm so glad I actually sat down and actually got it bloody working. But yes, hi. Here's a work in progress shot of my 2.0 model. Hello. God, I love this. I'm really excited because I'm also working on new lore. I'm also working on new VTuber lore. And, yeah. Also, I should definitely show off. Hold on. Can I do this without breaking something? Hi, chat. Do you see the eye? Do you see the eye? That's probably one of my favorite aspects of my new model, is that detail right there. I love it. That's legitimately, between that and the hair, my two favorite aspects of my new model. Now again, this is just a work in progress version. This is by no means the final version. This is by no means the final version. But yeah, this is what I've been working on. This right here, this is what I've been working on for the longest time. I meant to get this, I had meant to get this done and completed for debut on my 1 year VTuber anniversary. That was the original goal. However, I ended up getting really sick the week before, which put me behind working on a lot of things related to this model. So while the 1 year anniversary went off without a hitch, unfortunately, this model was nowhere near done, and it's still nowhere near done. Because you'll notice, I'm missing horns, and a dragon can't be missing horns. So I gotta get that fixed. And the facial markings, like this, as cool as this looks, as cool as this little streak of stardust looks, I think I want to change it for something else. I'm gonna keep the stuff that's on my chest because I think that looks cool as hell. But the thing on my over my left eye, I'm probably gonna change that. NJ, you want to show me an example of a maxed out Vroid, aka the fastest way to shut up all Vroid haters? Yeah, sure, Kay. Go right ahead. What do you got? Remind me to show you the pulse shader I found if you want those circuits and stuff to be animated. Absolutely show me that, Kay. Yes. Absolutely show me that. I would love to see that. Oh, dude. Yo, Kay, yeah. Oh, I gotta show this off now. All right, chat, do you want to see an example of just how good of how good Vroid Studio can be? Hold on a second. There. That's K. That's Space Pirate K. Like that. That's also in Vroid Studio. You still gotta cell shade it? Yeah, dude. Yeah, so like between me and Kay, you can do a lot. You can do a hell of a lot in just Vroid Studio and Unity. Literally, that's all you need. The skies are fucking limitless, and that's why I love being in this space Okay? That's why I love being in this space. There's so much cool stuff you can do. Like, creatively, I think the VTuber sphere has way higher of a ceiling than normal face cam streamers would. No offense, but like, honestly, yeah. There's so many tricks people don't talk about for VRoid Studio. I know. Look, every tutorial I look at, I find like there's new shit that even I didn't know about, which blows my mind. Like literally, like it blows my mind. Like holy shit. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Like legitimately. Let me. Ooh, hold on. Can I do this without breaking something? Hold on. Can I do this without breaking something? Whoop. There we go. And now, if I do that, and I do that, there we go. So now you can see the full, now you can see my full body. There we go. Like that's how much work. Because all of this, all of what I'm wearing right now, that's all custom. That's all custom textures and like, and layering and everything. All of that's custom. I specifically also had to, find a shader for my model that would specifically be way closer to my normal skin tone. Because yeah, 5'2", I'm taller than 5'2", Iyashi. Stop it. I am taller than 5'2", excuse me. Excuse you. I am taller than 5'2", how dare you. God damn it, you guys. Oh my god. I can't believe you've all done this. I cannot believe you've all done this. What the hell? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Oh my god. No, but yeah, if you're ever curious, the possibilities for what you can do with stuff like with just VRoid Studio and maybe Unity as well. Yeah, you can get a lot done. You can get so much done. It's wild. It's crazy. I love it, honestly. It's so fun. It's why I love this. All right. Give me another moment, chat. Later. Okay, I need to get back. I need to get back to the normal me. Oh. I also gotta put my pride stuff back on. Alright, do that. Do that. And then do that. Alright, cool. Okay. Boop. Okay, we're back to normal. We're back to normal. Blender is 100% optional in the majority of cases. Yes! Yeah, you really only need Blender if you're doing something like super specific. If you, like 95% of the time, if you want to do something like this, VRoid Studio and Unity, they're literally the only two things you need. Only two things you need. VRoid Studio and Unity. Oh, and then of course you're gonna need VC Face to actually capture everything. But yeah, it's really solid. It's good. It's good. It's really good. It's there. Like I said, there's so many wonderfully creative people in the VTuber space, and I'm really happy to know a good portion of them. I'm really happy to know a good portion of them. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, VC Face is free. That's the key point here. VC Face is free. You do not need to spend money on Luppet. You do not need to spend money on Luppet. VC Face is 100% free. VRed Studio is 100% free. Unity is 100% free. You can get all of that shit done for free. I think the only things I've paid money for, I really didn't pay, what's it called? I didn't really pay a whole lot. And they were, the majority of assets I had, the majority of assets you see are like, I found them free on Booth. I found them free on Booth. I think the only thing I had to like pay a little bit of money for was my eyes. Cause this is again a custom texture, but like I found an artist who could like tweak them to like this specification, like this, to get like this specific gradient, and then I didn't have to pay them all that much. Yeah, Booth is an absolute treasure trove for VTuber assets, free or otherwise. And hell, like even the free stuff you can find, they're really fucking good. The free stuff you can find on Booth is really fucking good. Like this background, this just chatting screen background on Booth. It's great. It's great, and it's also got bylighting because ayo. It's got the bylighting because yes. Because I wouldn't be me if it didn't have bylighting during fucking Pride Month. Let's go. Sorry, just doing a quick stretch. Ooh, Whew. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Oh, I needed that. Ow. Yeah, Perso, absolutely. Listen, if you got any questions at all, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. Because I know you're on the Discord. I know you're on the Discord, so if you got any questions at all, please feel free to ask me. About to get some food? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, have a good one, dude. Have a good one. I'm supposed to take the night off from stream, but not gonna lie, the urge to be stupid online is 100% there. Okay, I feel that. Okay, I feel that. I feel that. It's kind of why I scheduled 4 different streams to this week, for me at least. Because I don't know, ever since I got the good news of, like memberships finally being open on my YouTube channel, I'm just like, yes, I want to stream more now. I want to stream more often now. And that's why I threw down 4 streams this week, 2 here on Twitch and then 2 on YouTube. So like, yeah, I'm just like, oh, dude, that's it. The streaming bug has bit me. The streaming bug has bit me, and I am ready to go. Ready to go. Goddamn. It's always a fun feeling. It's always a fun feeling getting that rush of adrenaline, that urge to create, that urge to stream. Like, goddamn. Goddamn. Wow, is it 6:30 already? Holy moly. I got done everything way earlier than expected. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love that. Love that. You know what I think we can do for the rest of the night? Hold on a second. I know it sounds trite, but like if I weren't for my damn full-time office job, I'd be streaming way more often. I feel that on a spiritual level, Bird. I feel that. When I was, what's it called? When I was working my old job, I was just like, I would much rather be streaming right now. I would much rather be streaming right now. Like, goddamn. Okay. You know what? Hey, Bahamut, what's up? How you doing? Hello, hello. All right, I know what we're gonna do for the last half hour or so. Because it's been a while since we've done one, and because a lot of people are once again asking me in the comments section on YouTube, Chef, when are you gonna do the next part of this? The answer is now. The answer is now. Oh man. Cause Dylan's been busy. Dylan's been busy. So I think it's time to play catch up, don't you? I think it's time to play catch up, don't you? All right, let's see what's going on here.
Strawberry fluffies from 76. Like my hookup, some baking trends just come and go. It is what it is. And one of those trends was to bake something with as little effort as possible. First, we'll need a box of strawberry cake mix. I don't like boxes. People get buried in them.
That was dark.
As you can see, this recipe is quite approachable, unlike landmines. It up like some good drama. I'd say we like our friends, but we can't stand them. Smelling a little fruity. I'm partial to fruitiness. I am. Gay. Fine. Then into powdered sugar. And ice. 350 for about 12 minutes. See this book? I righted it. Wrote it myself. You know, these don't look very fluffy. Ooh. But they taste fluffy. Insanely soft.
Ooh.
Loses points for laziness, but soft, fruity, and good. Strawberry.
Okay, that's simple, but sounds tasty. Yeah, that sounds tasty. I love how Dylan's timing, Dylan's comedic timing is so good. Dylan's comedic timing is so good. Like, yes, I am. Gay. Baking Cool Whip does feel wild. It's one of those things that's just like, what do you mean we're baking the Cool Whip? What? Why? Why are we doing? Why? That is something that should not. That is a sentence that should not be said. And yet. Okay, I saw this recipe. I saw this recipe pop up, and I'm just like, I shared this to my Discord, and I'm just like, what is Dylan up to today? And then somebody pointed out, this is just Red Lobster biscuits, but with more steps, and now I can't unsee it.
Onion soup bread from 68. Now, soup's lovely if you're sick or born before 1912, but it's typically not used to make bread. Typically. Now we start with 1/3 cups of flour, which is normal. Then we add in 2 envelopes of onion soup mix, which is like a sliding glass door, unhinged.
I had to borrow that. I had to borrow that line. That line is so good. That line is so good. It's like a sliding glass door, unhinged. I had to borrow that line. That line is so fucking good. That line is so clever, and I'm mad I didn't think of it. Oh my god.
Teaspoon of baking soda. Next up, 2 cups of buttermilk. Get in. In goes a cup of cheddar cheese. I tell you, cheese makes everything better, except in car accidents. Best me have to try. To a greased
Dylan?
Right, a bit more cheese on top.
Dylan?
Bake it for 50 to 60 minutes. Can I tell you about my cookbook? Oh, that's fine. It smells amazing. Look at that.
That looks so good. Like, legitimately?
This is a banging savory cheese bread. That's great. A very good idea. Onion soup bread.
Legitimately, that's a recipe I'd love to try. Like, honestly, that is a recipe I'd like to try. Like, yes, that sounds good. Anything with cheddar cheese? Anything with cheddar cheese I'm down for. But Chef, aren't you lactose intolerant? Yeah, but cheddar cheese doesn't actually bug me all that much, thankfully. Also, why am I this far over? Let me get over here. There we go. Whoop, nope. There we are. There we are. Hello, we're back. I can see the Cheddar Bay biscuit comparison. Yes. Yes, I can see that too. I can see that too, honestly. Yeah. I see that too, honestly. This is just... This is... Just hold on to something, chat. Just hold on to something.
Prune whip from 1927. Now, if you've never had a prune, good. That's not to engage with the enemy. Prunes are just plums post-mortem. The draughter of the Food Kingdom.
The draughter of the Food Kingdom.
All chopped up nice and disgusting. I love it here. Why 15 of them? Why any of them? How prune? Then into a pan to be cooked with a half cup of water. Fire! See, prunes are primarily used because they're a stellar laxative. How else are they used? Threateningly. Let it cool down, preferably forever, never coming back. And into a bowl goes the whites of 2 egg, pinch of salt, beating stiff, cup of sugar. Ooh! And we fold in a bit of vanilla and our cooled prunes into a serving dish.
Why?
Well chilled.
Why?
Cooked, garnished with slivered almonds. You say, Dylan, it's not cooked. Correct. Uncooked whips such as these were very popular in the 20s, alongside dysentery.
No. This is where you lose me. This is where you lose me.
Foul. Oh dear. Prune whip.
That is exactly where you lost me. That is exactly where you lost me on that recipe. No. Eating raw egg whites is a bad idea. Why? No, thank you. No, that's where you lost me. That's where you fucking lost me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hell no. Hell no. That's where you lose me, sir. That's where you lose me. Okay, so someone that's fair. Yeah, no, super. That's entirely fair. Eggnog is an entirely different science. Eggnog is an entirely different science. I get that. Super, was it you who actually tried the cheat lemon pie recipe and also posted it to the Discord? Super, was that you? Am I remembering this correctly? Because this is a recipe I absolutely need to try. It's yummy. Hell yeah. Oh, that's so good. I need to try this. Scratch, what's up? Cocktails with egg whites, a proper sour. Also fair, Bird. You got me on that one as well. Yeah, no. Super actually made this and shared it to the Discord and confirmed it's also very funny. Also, Buckshot599. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the Lair. How's it going? Yeah, no, I definitely want to try this recipe out. This actually looks really good.
A cheat lemon pie from 79. So this pie says it can be finished in 2 seconds, something I think is quite impressive, yet other lovers find deeply unsatisfying. Start with a can of sweetened condensed milk. Ooh. Then a whole can of thawed lemonade concentrate. You find these in the freezer section because they're frozen. Pour it in. Mix. The acid is thickening. Fold in a tub of Cool Whip. Get it! Ooh. Finally, into 2 pre-made graham cracker crusts. Oh, yes. To the freezer. Don't worry, I'm not going to speak about my cookbook. No, not me. Good morning. By the way, this cost me $5. In this economy, $2.50 a pie ain't bad. Oh,
nice.
Okay. This is out of the park. It's a frozen pie, but it's silky smooth. Oh.
Oh my god, I love that sound. I love that sound he made. I love that sound he made. Ow. That's so good. Oh my god. The Rowlet alert just terrified one of my birds and sent it flying off and shrieking. Oh no, I'm sorry. Bird, I'm sorry. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I could pull mine out of the freezer right now. It'd be mad smooth. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Oh, that's why I want to try it. You have to wonder how many takes he does to get his video together. I know, right? It's a little weird. Or not a little weird, but it must take some time, honestly. Have you tried the peanut butter bread yet? I have not tried it personally, but it definitely is one of those recipes I want to try. Hell yes. Absolutely. Yeah, no, we've checked out that video before, like the full length video he did for peanut butter bread. It's very good. Honestly, it's very good. Also, Earthly Fireman, hello, and I did see that hydrate redeem earlier, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well, dude. Hope you're doing well. He's just sulking on the curtain rod for a little while. Aw. Okay, what else is new here? What else is new here, Dylan? What do we have?
Fruity Pebble Cake from 1980. Fruity what? You heard. Where am I? Into a blender. Into a blender? Have you never put cereal in a blender before? Calling yourself a chef? What juice? Eggs. No.
Eggy.
Eggy. Yeah. Butter melted. Sugar. Floof powder. That's baking powder. And then we just blend. Blend? $3.50 for an hour. You like cereal, Nick? Yeah. You like men? Fruity Pebble Cake from 1980.
You like cereal, Nick? Yeah. You like men? That's so good. Yeah, that cupboard is ridiculous. Like, yo, that threw me off a bit. I'm like, where's the handle on that cupboard? And then just like opened. I'm like, huh? Hello? I can't wait for his cookbook, by the way. I pre-ordered it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I cannot wait. Chat, I am telling you right now, once I get my hands on Dylan's cookbook, there's gonna be a whole lot of uploads to the YouTube channel where it's just episodes of Chef Bites, but I'm doing recipes from Dylan's cookbook. Like, that is absolutely something that's gonna happen. 100%. 100%. That is absolutely a thing that's gonna happen. It's coming out next month. Yeah! I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm real excited. Okay, when I saw this upload, I got terrified. I got terrified because I'm just like, that is a series of words that should not go together, and yet here we are.
Lime Jello Fudge from 68. Typically, fudge involves chocolate, and on the rare occasion it doesn't, it definitely shouldn't have Jello in it. Into a saucepan goes 3.5 cups of sugar. Plus half the bag.
Wow.
1 teaspoon of soda. 10 more, good buddy. Plus 3 ounces of lime Jello. You ready for a party? Fruity 1.5 cup of moo juice. That's milk, by the way. Then we cook to 234 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, it's foaming. Please stop growing. Oh, stop. Avast! Ow. Ow. It's got ranged attacks.
It's got ranged attacks.
Turn all the way. Then remove from heat and into a bowl. 1/2 cup of butter. Beat until thick. Thick. Then to a greased and lined 8-inch. What is that? Chill until firm. You know what's already firm? My cookbook.
That's like Slimer. That's like Slimer green.
Tastes like summer camp, like baby bottle pop that's down.
What?
Lime Jello Fudge from 6.
That is something that on paper sounds incredibly cursed. But what the fuck? No, Buckshot, I have not. Yeah, I'm gonna make that too. Super, let me know how that goes, because I need to know. I need to know. This is one of those things that's just like, man, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. That's also a lot of sugar. That's also an incredible amount of sugar. Speaking of an incredible amount of sugar.
Sprinkle cookies from 1980. Now I relate to sprinkles because they're dainty, frivolous, and let's face it, just a little bit limp-wristed. All the things I was called in high school. And now,
Yep.
a cup of butter. Only a 1/4 cup of sugar, plus 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk.
Whoa.
Interesting. And yes, I know I can spray the cup to make it easier to come out, but I didn't come out easily. Why should the milk have it easy?
Aw, Dylan. I didn't come out easily. Why should the milk have it? I see the marshmallow bark. Yeah, I see the marshmallow bark. That looks really good too.
Noah, you trying to marry me? Beach. Now for 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of floof powder. Finally, we need in 1.5 cups of sprinkles. Cups.
Cups?
Hey, Dylan, that's a lot of sprinkles. I say congratulations. You're very shrewd. This is dab.
What?
What is this? Whoa.
What?
More sprinkles. More sprinkles than flour.
Yeah, more sprinkles than flour. Excuse me?
I have a cookbook. It's gonna be fun.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah. These are like the best birthday cake cookies. Sprinkle cookies.
That is literally more sprinkles than flour. Oh my god. Hello? Diabetes go brr. That is an excessive amount of sprinkles. That is an excessive amount of sprinkles. Like, what? That is, oh boy. Why do anything halfway? Commit to the sprinkles. Part of me really wants to try that, but part of me is also just like, oh my god, my teeth are gonna rot out of my skull if I bite into one of those. Also, more dump cake, because why not? Dump cake is one of those things where it's just like, as a baker, as somebody who is professionally trained to bake, dump cakes make me sad.
Another dump cake from 87. So I've actually already taken a dump in this kitchen before. We have a done dump. But instead of using chocolate cake and cherries, I was told I should have used yellow cake and peaches. So let's take a dump. Directly into an oiled casserole dish goes 2 21-ounce cans of peaches and syrup, draining the syrup from one of them. Uh-oh. Today's dump requires the use of a can opener. It's a fairly painful condition. Dang it, dump! My bad for assuming there was only one way to take a dump. The Americans are rather imaginative. Dump! Can you guess what we do with our box of cake mix? That's right! A dump! Last year we dumped on melted butter, but this recipe just has us put it on top. 3/4 of a cup. Then we bake our dump at 350 for about an hour. You can also dump my cookbook in your cart. Sorry. Yeah, this is superior, but I still detest the concept. It's a loveless peach cobbler. Widowed and forlorn.
Widowed and forlorn. Like, okay, I get it. I get wanting to make something fast. But at the same time, it's just like, man. And, I'm with Dylan on this one. I'm with Dylan on this one. I'm sorry.
Magic oatmeal cookies from 85.
Ooh.
Not only are these a 2-ingredient cookie, but they also purport to be healthy. First, we take a very
You
ripe
don't
banana.
say.
This one has passed away, gone, very nearly flattened, dead. We mash. Nanner, no longer. And then we throw in just about a cup of quick oats. That's it. This is not a cookie. This is a wrong way to make oatmeal. But wait,
What?
it says we can also do this with a half cup of applesauce and the cup of quick oats. Just scoop them out.
Huh.
Maybe squish them. Banana on the right. 350 for about 15 minutes. But just watch yours. Did I tell you that my book has a metallic title?
Ooh.
Simple, man. It smells good. Let's do applesauce first. What? That's the cookie. Huh. Now banana. Banana is superior. So I guess it's now. These are really fun. And these are for healthy cookie, not bad. Magic oatmeal cookie.
For you know what? For a healthy 2-ingredient cookie, sure, why not? Okay, I'll try that. Dylan has previously said a cake should be an occasion, and I love that. Yes, agreed. Applesauce, banana, and oatmeal just sounds like an all right breakfast. Yeah, no, I got that. Banana. Exactly. All right, here's the thing that made me go. Here's the thing that made me go. Excuse me, what the fuck is this?
Panko cookies from 85. It's been said that there's a cookie for every occasion, and if so, this must be the cookie for when you descend into psychosis. Start with a half cup of butter, followed by a half cup of powdered sugar. And just 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of almond extract. Distilled nut. Finally, 3/4 of a cup of flour and 3/4 of a cup of panko. The breadcrumbs. Hey, Dylan, why would someone put breadcrumbs in cookie dough? It could be because of like illicit substances or like psychiatric disturbances, being held at gunpoint, these types of things.
Yeah.
Then we scoop, roll, dredge in more powdered sugar, and squish. 350 for about 13 minutes. Do
Okay.
not put my cookbook in the oven, though. It's flammable. Hello! Once they're cool, we dredge in powdered sugar again. Was the first time just for practice? This person. Because I figured out how to make something soft, chewy, and crunchy at the same time. It's a marvel. Good cookie. Panko cookie.
I want to try that. The concept of putting panko breadcrumbs into what is going to be a sweet cookie. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Oh, Galaxy Prime, you just, that is to this day my favorite Dylan quote. It's my second favorite nut. My favorite doesn't come from a plant. Ayo! Yes, dredged in powdered sugar twice. I don't understand. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, since somebody mentioned it earlier, I also really want to try this. It is literally nothing but sugar and chocolate, but I desperately want to try this. Hear me out. Panko is crustless chocopan, which is generally a sweeter bread. That's true, Bird. That's true. You're right. You're right.
Marshmallow bark from 79. The good thing about this recipe is it seems quick and easy, but the bad thing is that it comes from the state of Missouri. What goes on in Missouri? First, we assemble a double boiler.
What goes on in Missouri?
I'm good at this. Then we melt 12 ounces of white chocolate, either in bar form or a bag of chips. I'm using Ghirardelli bars because I prefer to rot my teeth expensively.
That's a mood. I'm using Ghirardelli bars because I like to rot my teeth expensively. I love Ghirardelli. I love Ghirardelli chocolate. They're expensive as hell, but my God, they're tasty.
Yes, you could just melt your chocolate in the microwave, but that makes too much sense. Why be practical when you can give the illusion of competency? We also need to add in about a tablespoon of vegetable shortening. You can also use coconut oil. While that melts, we measure out 4 cups of multicolored marshmallows. Woo! Okay, now that this is ready, we're just going to let it cool down for a little bit so it doesn't just immediately melt the marshmallows. You ready yet? Combine and mix. And into a lightly greased and lined casserole dish. Making sure everything's even and coated. To the fridge! My cookbook for scale.
Cookbook for scale. Yeah, it's literally just white chocolate and marshmallows, but man.
It's a bit basic, but the kids will love it. Sweet and simple and Eastery. Marshmallow bark from 79.
Yeah. No, it is very easy to burn white chocolate in the microwave. It really, very much is. Have you ever been to the Ghirardelli factory? No, I have not. No, I have not. Bird, I just want to point out, for whatever reason, Automod stopped that from being posted because it flagged the term burn white. What? Automod, are you okay? Automod, are you alright? I don't know what's going on with Automod, y'all. Won't someone think of the white people? Oh my God. Thank you, Galaxy Prime. Exactly. No, like I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, cause myself and the mods can see what Automod flags whenever it comes up, and it literally just it flagged for whatever reason burn white. I'm like, what the fuck? That's so fucking weird. That's so weird. Anyway. Speaking of something that's gonna rot your goddamn teeth out of your skull, hold on to your butts, friends.
Deep fried cream eggs from 96. Yes, Easter is upon us, which means sweet tooth are at a fever pitch. However, I think this is going too far. All we do is make a batter of 3/4 cups of flour, half teaspoon of floof powder, big pinch of salt, plus a tablespoon of sugar, and vegetable oil. Finally, a half cup of muju, and 1 egg. Beaten smooth. Now we fill a saucepan with about 2 inches of oil and get it hot. I'm using corn oil. Why? Because it's corn. About 375 Fahrenheit. almost as hot as my cookbook. So these have been in the fridge. Woo! First we dredge in a bit of plain flour, then batter, then fry.
Oh my God.
Drop. Fry until golden brown. That's why this is not an American food. They were born of chippies across the United Kingdom.
Wow. Oh my God.
Whoa! But heavens above. I can only describe these as voluptuous.
I can only describe these as voluptuous. Oh, good God in heaven. Audio delay? Oh shit, sorry. Food crime. Bird, that is... I love that emote. That emote's so good, holy shit. I did not realize there was an audio delay. I am sorry about that. God damn. Even for my fat Southeast US ass, that's a little bit too much fat and sugar. Fair. 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 Oh, for the shorts, really? That's weird. Because I'm playing these, I'm playing this directly off TikTok. Like you can see, this is the TikTok page. Sorry about that. Oh, there was heavy audio stutter right near the end. Oh. Sorry to hear that, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I should have probably checked that earlier. I had it made for my channel because we do regular food crime watch-alongs. Yeah, that checks. I've popped in for a couple of those. That checks. You find some interesting food crimes. Bird, you find some interesting food crimes. You find some very, very interesting food crimes, Bird. Holy moly. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. Oh, the soda bread? You want to see that one? Okay, yeah, what? No, hold on. I can go back. No, I can go back, no problem. Hold on a second. I can go back to that, no problemo. Because I thought I saw that one already, but apparently we did not. So you know what? We'll end off on that one.
Irish soda bread from 1909. So you want bread and you want it now. Well, this is the loaf for you. We start with 4 cups of flour in a sifter. Come on, Frank, you lazy fish.
You lazy fish.
Next up, a heaping teaspoon of baking soda. Floof soda, you were made for this. And a teaspoon of salt. Yes, this is a sifter. This is a sieve, and I am pedantic.
And I am pedantic.
Buttermilk. Now, if you don't have buttermilk, you could always go to the store. That's how stores work. I'm serious, don't disrespect the Irish.
Don't disrespect the Irish.
Use our hands. Don't worry,
Solid
my
advice.
hands are the only touch I know.
Ah.
Hello. Skillet, flour. Then we bless the loaf. Did it sneeze? We just cut it. Now into a hot oven for 45 to 55 minutes. That's 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, look at that. Now we let it cool. If you don't have my cookbook, you could always use it cool, right? Now that's just a plain good loaf. What's a brain crust? Irish soda bread from 1909. So you want bread?
I thought Dylan was going to use actual soda. Yeah. Irish soda bread is really good. Like, legitimately, Irish soda bread is real fucking good. Like, legitimately, it's really good. It's one of those things that if you haven't tried it, you should, because it's delicious. Because it is real tasty. It is real tasty. Oh, man. Oh, I will check that out later, Buckshot. Absolutely, 100%. Frank has been such a good addition. I love it. I love it. Frank just chilling in the background is so good. Is so good. Oh, man. Excuse me. Whew. Well, chat, it is just past 7 o'clock and I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight and for listening to me regale you about my past life, my pre-VTuber life. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening to that story. Hope you all enjoyed the little preview of my upcoming 2.0 model. I'm definitely going to upload. I'm definitely gonna upload the B. Dylan Hollis stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be part 5. A lot of people have been just like, Chef, when are you gonna do a part 5? Well, here we go. That's gonna get on the channel soon. Probably sometime next week. Probably sometime next week. It's going to get onto the channel. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I'll be back here tomorrow on Twitch, same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, and we are going to be going back to my adventures in the lands between. We're going back to Elden Ring, and I've entirely forgotten where the hell I left off. I have entirely forgotten where the hell I've left off in Elden Ring. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting. I have entirely forgotten where I've left off in Elden Ring. I have entirely forgotten where I've left off in Elden Ring, so it's gonna be a fun time. And by fun time, I mean I'm gonna get annihilated. I'm gonna get annihilated. There's, boy. It is not gonna end well for me tomorrow. Let me tell you that right now. Holy moly. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know who we're gonna raid. Since we were talking about her earlier, or since it was mentioned earlier, Tears of the Kingdom came out, it's just been friendship ended with Elden Ring. I get it. No, that's literally it. That's literally it. Tears of the Kingdom came out and it's just like, I'm focusing on this game now. I'm focusing on Tears of the Kingdom because it's Tears of the Kingdom. All right. I know who we're gonna raid. Because chat brought her up earlier and she's live right now and she's a wonderful, wonderful VTuber. I'm gonna send y'all over to Cereza. What is she playing right now? She's playing, oh my god, she's playing Metal Wolf Chaos, really? Nice, good game, real good game. Cereza's awesome, Cereza is wonderful. You're gonna have fun with her, I promise, I guarantee you. There's the raid message. If you're subscribed, go ahead and use the Kirby emote. If you're not subscribed, use whatever emote you got. I'll be back here tomorrow, 4 p.m. EST. Join the Discord if you're there. Join the Discord if you're not there. Sub to the YouTube channel. YouTube's also got memberships open, so join me there as well for members exclusive content. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. There we go.